Welcome, Yogi, to this 45 minutes of a slow vinyasa class. And it's going to be a back bend flow. So get ready to a fun practice. Today, we're going to need a strap and a blanket. So just remember that every time we practice back bend, this is a practice that invites a lot of self-compassion and self-love because sometimes we have a tendency to have a mental picture of how the practice should look like, and we begin to judge our body or criticize our abilities in a very harsh way. And so this is more from a place where how much are you able to embrace your uniqueness and your body wherever it is and accept everything that you are, knowing that you are enough. With that being said, let's go ahead and start on our backs. Feel free to have a blanket at the top so you can have some support for the neck. And let's just ground ourselves here with the breath. Keep the knees bent, feet on the ground. Bring your hands, one in the chest, one in the abdomen, and just take a moment here to close your eyes and take notes on how you feel. Observing the quality of the breath and allowing the breath to help you relax physical tension. Gonna bend the right knee into the chest and just give it a nice massage here as you move that knee in circles. And just notice any movements, any sounds, any sensation on the right hip, and switch the direction of that circle. So you continue relaxing the jaw, the gaze, your upper back, your breath. Good, and then bring that knee into center so you can strap around the right foot and keep the thigh right above the hips, relaxing the arms and fingers. And just give yourself a moment to feel the circulation going in the opposite direction. Now, as you gently pull the strap down, kick your foot into the strap outward. Good, and then extend that left leg in front of you. We're gonna cross the right leg to the left. So grab the both ends of your strap with the left hand as you rotate and twist your top leg to the left. Open your right arm to the side. And this one, I recommend you to do less because I want you to be more grounded on the upper back and shoulders. I want you to feel strong and steady on the core. And as long as you're feeling some sensation on the outer hip, that's all we want today. And then slowly come back to center. Bring your toes out, heels in, so you're feeling a little bit of stretch in the inner thigh. Pull that leg a little closer to your chest and now open it out to the side as you keep yourself grounding through the left hip and left foot. Breathing in through the nose. Beautiful. As you exhale, slowly come back to center. Release the strap in the knee, kicking that right leg forward. And just take a moment there to notice right versus left, completely already some transformation going on internally. We're gonna bring the left knee into the chest and we're gonna move it in gentle circles here. And then gently switch direction. Continue utilizing your breath to stay still, calm, and present. Place your strap on the right and the left foot, kicking that left foot up. Once again, if you have a strap long enough to rest the upper arms on the ground, to soften the grip of your palms, it's a good way to invite less is more. With your hands, you're pulling the strap downwards, and with your legs, you're pulling your foot up. So it's a dual action going on right here, right now. Right hand grabs the strap, left arm opens, gently crossing that left leg, maintaining the upper back steady and relaxed along with the breath. And then slowly come back up to center. Bring the toes out, heel in, inner thigh, gentle stretch. Right arm opens. The strap goes into your left hand to gently open that leg, grounding yourself through the right hip. Relax the face, the breath. And then slowly come all the way up. Release the strap and the knee and keep that leg in front of you. Keep the strap nearby. You might or might not use it again. Good, now we're gonna do a variation of a bridge pose where we're gonna reach the arms overhead as we bring the hips up. So bending the knees, settle the feet as well as the hips. Get ready as you inhale, lift the hips very gently, arms overhead. And then exhale, release hands and hips down. 2 more rounds. Inhale slowly in, come all the way up. Exhale, releasing everything down. Very nice. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Very nice. Exhale, bring everything down. We're gonna roll back and forth as you hug the knees into the chest, lifting the hips, leaning forward into it, and rolling back into the shoulders. Engage the core, moving slowly. And 2 more rounds. Let it feel good. Be playful. Soften the seriousness. Come back into Navasana. Hold it here for a moment. And just feel strong. Any variation of Navasana. Good, and then release. Let's come into tabletop, hands and knees. As you come into tabletop, cat-cow, as we prepare the spine. Any variation with your hands, fists, or forearms, right? Just honor whatever the wrists are feeling. I like to tuck the toes under just to stretch the fascia in my planks. As you inhale, open. Exhale, close. Find your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round. Good. Gently find your neutral spine. Bird dog, kicking the right leg back. Lift and remember, not from the lower back, but we want to lift from the glutes. So you got to keep that core strong. Extending left arm forward, breathing in. Now bring knee to elbow in the center as you round the spine, kicking back again. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Exhale, extend. Now here, try to lift the back leg, a little arch, and then release. That's it. So that on the other side, inhale, left the back. Right hand forward, hover without collapsing on the midsection. Very important here. Breathe in. And then bring it together, knee to elbow in the center, lifting that heel as far up as you can. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, and then open, open, and then release. Very nice. From tabletop, we're going to come into puppy pose. So hips above the knees, we're going to drop the chest, we're going to open the arms as wide as possible to drop the head, and just let the weight of the pelvis lift you up as the chest and shoulders sinks down. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath. Good, and then from here, press back into child's pose. Keep your knees apart. Sitting back into the heels. Couple breaths. Good, lift the head. And then from here, we're gonna go into our downward facing dog. So I'm gonna move my props to the side, And settle your body, check your alignment, find your downward facing dog. Just allow your feet and your hands to ground you here. And we're just going to do a couple of flow just to continue working on strengthening and extending the spine. So allow the hips to pull you up, to allow the spine to kind of drop down. Take an inhale, find your plank, and remember you can drop the knees here if you need to. And then slowly make your way into your abdomen and just do a cobra pose. So settle the hands a little bit back to the rib cage, open them as wide as the mat, roll the shoulder blades together, hugging the elbows in. And as you press the feet and hips into the ground, lift your chest. Beautiful. Exhale, release the chest down, tuck your toes under. We're going to press back into our plank. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, dog. Exhale, plank again. Inhale, plank. Exhale, find your way into your belly. This time, come into your forearms, Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, and we're dragging the hands back so we can open the chest as you lengthen the sacrum, so we're not arching the lower back, we're actually extending and pressing their hands and feet. Beautiful. One more breath in. Exhale, release the chest down, pulling back up into plank. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. You got this. One more full breath in here. Separate shoulder blades apart. And slowly find your plank again. Strong abs. And then drop into the abdomen again. And this time, reach the hands behind you. Thumbs pointing out, palms facing down. Hover the legs. Lift yourself up. Inhale. Exhale, release hands by your side. Push back to plank again. Inhale. Exhale, down facing dog. You got it. One breath here to self-regulate. Good. Bring your feet together. Look forward. Let's do sun salutation. One round. Inhale, walk or jump to the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, back into that plank. Inhale. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, nice and slow, strong body. Open your heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. You got it. Notice how the body starts to get a little warmer and heated. Notice how the breath starts to get shallow. Deepen and inhale. Long exhale. Three-legged dog on the right, kicking your right leg. Remember, close your hips, spread out your right toes. Drop the left heel a little lower. Bring the right knee to the chest, come into low lunge. Right foot forward between the hands, dropping the back knee. Take an inhale, arms overhead. Cactus arm, open the chest, a little back bend here. And then exhale, release your hands back and press into that half split. So we're not using our hands, so that way we can engage more the core. Inhale, cactus arms in your lunge. Exhale, release. Back into that split. You got it. Nice and slow. Release the hands. Press back into downward facing dog. Now, if you want to take a vinyasa, take a moment here to do that. Otherwise, let's stay in downward facing dog for 3 rounds of breath. Notice where your mind goes. Bring it back into this moment. How's it feel to feel in the middle of the practice? Is there any distractions, any resistance? Allow yourself to just be here and now. Nothing is perfect. Everything is good. Three-legged dog on the left side. Inhale. Find your low lunge. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Cactus arm, gentle back bend at the top. Without using your hands, a lot of core. Extend the front leg. Half split, reaching your palms back. A lot of balance. You had to press that right leg down into the ground. Inhale, low lunge, cactus arm, gentle back bend. Exhale, close back into that half split. Breathe in. Inhale, low lunge, arms up, gentle cactus. Exhale, hands down. Step it back to downward facing dog. Again, vinyasa if you want to. Child's pose if you want to. Downward facing dog at any point. Just take a moment here. Notice and breathe. Now bring your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, warrior two. So your left heel slightly drops in and we're lengthening our arms out to the side. Okay. From warrior two, extend the front leg, trikonasana. We're gonna kick and reach, and then release the hand somewhere on the front leg, open the chest, arm above the head. You can look up, you can look down. Make sure your right inner ankle is engaged. One more breath here. Now, as you exhale, keep everything as it is, except bending the front knee and side angle variation here. So your arms feel touching your right foot or on top of a blanket, a block, I meant to say. All right, here we're gonna go into Ardha Chandrasana, sugar cane. So if you need a block, it's a good time to grab the block. Top hand into the hip. We're gonna transition our weight into that right foot. So walk your right hand slightly forward and shift to open that hip. So make sure your right toes and the right knee are pointing straight to the edge, to the top of your mat. All your toes are pressed in. If you want to add that gentle back bend, you bend the top knee, squeeze the heel. Maybe your left hand is able to grab somewhere on your foot and you kick that foot into your hand. Continue open the chest to the left. One more breath in here. And gently release, nice and slow, nice and slow. And then release the top hand, press back into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, inhale, find your plank. Now skip the plank, roll into the top of your feet and open the chest for up dog. Beautiful. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. And we're gonna do that on the other side. Just take a couple more breaths in here. I'm gonna show you the variation to do this with the strap, okay? So as you bring your left foot forward, find your warrior two. And if you wanna do this with the strap, make sure you grab the strap and make a loop, and you're gonna place that loop into your right foot on the arch. Just keep it nearby. We're not gonna use it yet. This is when we come into Ardha Chandrasana. But it's a good way for you to practice on that back bend in Ardha Chandrasana. And I'm gonna give you my back, so when we do it, you get a feeling of how things should be looking for. So warrior two. Now extend that front leg, right? And come into your trikonasana. Opening the chest away from the front leg. Relaxing left shoulder. Bending the front knee into that side angle. Keep the pelvis at the center of your mat. Good, and then slowly, here's where you're gonna grab that strap. And as you shift your weight into that left foot and you hover, you're gonna place the strap in here and grab it. Okay, so now you are in Ardha Chandrasana. Find your stability first. And once you feel stable, as you bend the top leg, this is good if grabbing that foot feels too much. If you feel like grabbing that top leg compromises the alignment where you feel your balance is not on your side. So as you grab the strap, you kick that foot into the strap and allow yourself to open more to the right. A little gentle back bend. One more breath wherever you are. Slowly as you can, you're going to undo and press back into your plank. Very slowly. This is part of the practice where we maintain that calm, steady mind and breath, regardless of the challenge. Very nice, not an easy practice. Come into child's pose for a couple breaths. Settle, soften. Very nice, very nice. Good, and then slowly come all the way up. Let's come into our Paschimottanasana. Grab your blanket and place it under your hips. Why not? Sit a little taller here. And grab the strap now. And as you come into Paschimottanasana, we're going to place the strap around the arch of your foot. And as you're going to keep the heels forward, you're going to keep the spine steady and long. And then maybe you start walking the hands forward into that strap. So the strap is allowing you to help you to open the chest, and you're kicking the foot into the strap. A little bit more strong legs and engagement here. One more breath. Good, and then slowly come all the way up. Release the strap. Come into Janu Sirsasana, right leg open out to the side. And we're gonna forward fold. Once again, you can continue using the strap to bring more awareness into the spine and engaging more of the core. Good, and then slowly release. This to the other side. Bending left leg, extending, and forward fold here. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, and then slowly come back up. Now we're gonna come into our abdomen now. And what we're gonna do boat pose, which is another back bend. And for this one, I recommend that you can keep the blanket underneath the lower ribs and above the navel. So that's gonna create some support here for the lower back. Now, using the strap for this pose can be very useful. If you have that loop done before, take a moment here to undo the loop. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do so you understand the mechanics of how you can support this pose with a prop. And then I'm going to give you the choice to do this pose 3 times. We're going to bend the knees. And we're going to place, you're going to drop the chest, and you're going to place the strap on front of the ankles or the shin bones, right? And then you're going to use your hands. I like to bring my external rotation. So palms down, out, and up. So the out front, the inside of your palms is out. And you're going to grab that strap like so. So that way you're bringing more of the shoulder blades together. As you keep that foot into the strap, you're lifting yourself up. That's it. Hold it for a couple breaths. And then release nice and slow, forehead into the ground. Let the shoulder blades melt apart. And we're gonna try that again. Inhale, prepare. Kicking the strap, kicking the feet into the strap or the arch. Keep the knees and feet as wide as the hips. And then slowly release. Just 2 more rounds. If you want to try without the strap, you can absolutely try without the strap. The strap is just an option. You can just reach and grab the outside of your ankle joints or the inside for that external rotation. It's very important that you keep those knees and feet as wide as the hips. When you're ready, kicking the foot into your hands, lifting up. Having the blanket underneath helps a little bit, I hope. And then exhale, release. Let's try that one more time. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Now, if you want to hover the legs above the mat, you can. Good. Release. Child's pose. Keep the blanket there to rest the forehead in there. Take a moment, feel the practice. We've done a lot in such a short time. So stay here for a moment, soften where you can, let go where you can. And then very slowly, we're gonna finish the practice the way we started the practice. So coming to your tabletop, cat-cow, 3 rounds of breath. Let the breath be soothing and relaxing. One more round. Extend your right leg, kick your left arm, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, kick in. Last one, exhale, extend. Inhale, knee to elbow. Good. And then release, opposite side, extend, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Beautiful. Make your way into your hips, Navasana, couple rounds. Any variation of Navasana here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. We're going to roll back and forth, nice and slow. Let go back into the shoulders, rolling forward into the hips. Continue letting the movement feel relaxing. It's creating that muscle memory. We've done this before. Should feel a little bit more familiar. Good. On the last one, stay on the hips, release the feet on the ground. And we're going to do that bridge pose, arms overhead 3 times. So take your time, inhale, arms up, lifting the hips. Exhale, bring it back and down. 1, 2 more rounds. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale, back down. Hug the knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. Before we go into Utthita Padangusthasana again, let's do a Baddha Konasana, heels together, knees out to the side. Give yourself a moment here, close your eyes, and rest your hands on your abdomen. Relax the shoulders. See if you can slowly slow down and come into this cooling stage of the practice. Just notice the reaction of the practice in the body. Embrace kindness, minimize judgment. One more breath. And slowly close your knees, grab your strap and place it on the arch of your right foot. Kicking that right leg straight up. So after that practice we have a lot of standing poses that are designed to strengthen the legs. So we use this pose in the beginning as a warm-up, and now we're using it as a way to cool down. Cross that right leg over to the left. And feel free to extend that left leg in front of you. Just let it feel good, open in the right arm. Just let it feel good here for a moment. And slowly come back to center. Toes out, heels in, shift your strap to the other hand, extend the left arm, open your right leg to the side. Keep grounding yourself through the left hip. At this point, there is no need to do effort. Just give yourself permission to do less. And slowly bring that leg straight up and release all the way back down. 2 breaths here to compare and feel the practice in the body and the hips. Then your left leg, place your strap, kicking that leg straight up. Just notice, breathe. Just cross that leg to the right, open your left arm, and just kind of feel and breathe through that left outer hip stretch. One more breath. And slowly bring your legs straight up. And then bring your toes out, heel in, open your right arm. Ground yourself through the right hip. Let this part of the practice feel nourishing. It's almost like rejuvenating yourself. Good, and then slowly come back to center. Release the strap. Keep that leg in front of you for a moment. Let's come into supine pigeon. Both knees bend. Crossing your right ankle on top of the right thigh, kicking the right thigh away from you. You can stay right here for a gentle supine pigeon, or you can hug that left knee in as you press your right knee forward. Now, this is the part of the practice where you need to engage, be more aware that the strength in here is more mental, your focus and concentration. Stay in stillness. Continue noticing and listening to the sensation of the body as a way for the body to communicate with you. So then you can act accordingly to support your body needs. Where are you feeling resistance? How can you let go? How can you soften more? Good, and then from here, release that left knee. Grab your right ankle with your left hand and twist completely to the left. So that left leg is on the ground and that right knee is pressing forward. We'll continue stretching, but now we're adding that gentle twist. Maybe you can even grab that bottom foot behind you. And both legs are strongly grounding you as you twist your chest slightly to the right. Keep pressing your right thigh away from your abdomen. Beautiful. Release your hands, bring your pelvis back to center, uncross your legs, rest the knees against each other for a moment. Opposite side, supine pigeon on the left. Breathing slowly. Couple more breaths. Release your right foot on the ground. Gently lift the pelvis, roll it to the left, and then drop that right thigh on the ground. Right hand grabs that left foot and press the left thigh away from you. And just give yourself a moment. If you're grabbing the opposite foot, just ground yourself through the breath. Soften where you can, relax where you can. Just 3 more breaths. Slowly release that twist. Bring your pelvis back to center, knees resting against each other again. Arms overhead, maybe making a pillow for your head with your palms. As we close the practice, I'll give you 2 options. You can go into Shavasana or seated meditation. Choose what feels right for you. And just enjoy the minutes left in here in full relaxation. Go for it. Whatever you chose to do, bring your focus, awareness, and relaxation into that breath. Observing every breath in and every breath out. Giving yourself permission to physically relax your muscles deeper and deeper. If you are in Shavasana, take your time to slowly and gently come into your comfortable seated meditation position. Using any props to help you support the pelvis, always helpful. Take a moment here to honor your body. Doing back bends is a very way to engage different movements of the spine, especially extension, where we're open in our heart and we might feel exposed and vulnerable. So that's what's being said, that back bends can make you feel vulnerable. As we age and we live life, as we go through pains and heartbreaks, we tend to close our heart and build walls around it. But these type of practices, I hope, reminds you that no matter how hard the world might be, you get to choose to continue showing up with authenticity and love and compassion for yourself and for everyone around you. I hope you can forgive yourself for any word or any thought that you might have said about yourself that were unkind. I hope you give yourself the chance to learn how to love and embrace and accept yourself just as you are. You are enough. You are smart, you are beautiful, and you are uniquely you. May you be kind to yourself. May you love yourself. Infinite gratitude. Thank you so very much for practicing today. Dedicating time for yourself, practicing today in here in your yoga mat is the most utmost way to self-care and self-love. I look forward to seeing you again, and infinite gratitude for being part of my community. I really, really, really hope these classes are helping you, inspiring you, and most importantly, helping you to stay centered. Thank you.